there's clouds sometimes, but there's
Ladies and gentlemen.
Well, good evening, everybody, and we welcome you ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we're just about ready for action.
EA Sports presents 12 rounds of boxing.
The Killer's coming down to the ring right now. Not seeing much personality out of this ring walk. Tiger's now making his way to the ring, and you can see how focused he is for the task at hand. When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number one.
Keep working the body.
Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand. Tiger's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. The Killer's blocking ability is doing well for him there. Scored well upstairs with the right hand. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Blocks away that headshot. The Killer's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away.
Hands up, man. Hands up. Keep your head moving.
Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. The Killer's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. That's a razor-sharp uppercut by Tiger. Good way to bring it back with the left hook after landing that right to the head. And we come to the end of round number one. Tiger's putting forth an effort, but he's not being effective in that regard.
No, he's not. He's not landing when he needs to land. And it kind of reminds, he's a banger too. He can punch a little. It reminds me of an old saying that a trainer once told me. It doesn't mean anything to have a big punch. It's kind of like having a military weapon, a bomb. What good is it if you don't have a missile to get it to the target? Right now, he needs a missile to get that punch. He needs to set it up, and he's not doing that.
Relax. Relax. You can do this. You know you got this.
I got more.
Here we go. Round two is underway. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. And just grabbing onto his opponent.
Use the ring. Use the ring.
good block.
Good.
Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. The killer's putting forth a great combination there. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Tiger's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. Able to block and counter back. The killer's showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos. I like that step back right there. Just a well-targeted right hand by the killer. Oh, what kind of punching is this? I mean, he's got nothing on these shots. He's so hurt.
You know, his natural instinct is to attack back. Right now, he's got to fight against that natural instinct. Right now, teaching has to come in. You know, instructions from the past where he just covers up and he survives.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Good effective work with that straight right hand. The killer's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Unable to soar with the hook. End of this round. Joe and Teddy sitting ringside with you. It gives us time to reflect on the bigger picture of boxing. You know, it was interesting. We had a fan walk up to you earlier today and say, hey, I know you learned everything from the legendary Cus D'Amato, the great trainer. And he said to you, what's the one thing you took away from all your years with Cus? What did you say to him?
Well, it wasn't a paycheck, I'll tell you that much, because Cus didn't believe in paying you for that. He said you're going to college, you're getting a valuable education, and you're not even being forced to pay a tuition. So I understood that. We worked 7 days a week, so there was no union. Cus believed in working on Sundays, so you couldn't go complain and say I'm being overworked. But I think, seriously, that the most important thing that I learned, of course, that from a technical standpoint, you have to be really secure in those areas. No matter how much talent a fighter has, you have to teach them right, teach them the fundamentals, but mentally. You have to understand that a fighter's really always under fear. And you have to understand those dimensions, those parameters. And you have to be able to find a way to get in there, understanding how he...
The killer's been stunned. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt. You know, his opponent's doing a good job of just being patient now and looking for that one good shot.
Well, you know, the landscape of this business, the history of this business is littered with guys that they've had someone hurt, they get a little careless, they get caught. He better watch out that he doesn't get put on that landscape.
And now the right hand lands because of the work done by the jab. The killer's right hand scores well there. Look at that! That combination puts him down.
1, 2.
Hard to prepare for a situation like this, but many do. He's been down, now he's got to survive.
So that's where you're wrong. It's not hard to prepare, it's a must to prepare. If you're a trainer, that's what you do in the gym. You teach a guy, if you're in this situation, this is what you do. You grab on, you move your head, you survive.
Now that is fighting right there, and smart fighting. Landing all 4 punches. Tiger's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch.
There you go.
Well, he goes to the gut with a right hand. The killer's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Now, this is exactly what I love out of an offensive fighter, Teddy. A guy who's able to put together the multi-punch combinations and make it look like it's just a sweet science.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you can do when you have good fundamentals. Not just good physical ability. That's only part of the equation. But just good technical ability. And that's what he's doing. He's snapping his punches. They're nice and clean. They're crisp. They're short. They're together.
Side to side, right? Keep moving.
Interesting first 3 rounds we've seen so far. Tiger's willing to engage in the fight. He's willing to throw punches, but he's losing every round.
Yeah, I mean, you can throw punches, but it's kind of like spitting in the wind. You know, you could spit, but if the wind's blowing at you, it's going to come back and hit you in the face, and that's exactly what's happening here. He's throwing punches from the wrong direction, from the wrong distance, and they're coming back and hitting him right in the face.
Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Good flush shot upstairs. Right on the mark, double jab. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Tiger's right hand scores well. The Killer's landed a good, solid combination. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Final 60 seconds after 2 minutes of pure fury. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Harry brings the jab right hand. And now a well-placed hook to the head. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear-cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
The Killer's combination punching is working well here. Good shot to the head with that right hand. Tiger's gone into a defensive shell. That shell has cracks in it.
Yeah, it does. And
oh! He is leveled. How could he possibly get up from that? He's not going to. This fight's over. It's over.